Hi, everybody. Welcome back. This is Daniel with POVPOOL. Today is Friday, May 15th, and I'm sitting here with Ramin Bakhtiari of GoPlayPool, the GoPlayPool app that everybody should have on their tablets and devices. And I'm also here with a very special guest out of Des Moines, Iowa. You're looking at Jim Landrum in the green shirt and Randy Hanson in the blue shirt, and they are the owners of Big Dog Billiards in Des Moines. It is the largest room probably in Iowa, if I'm not mistaken, but I'll let them tell you all about it. But we wanted to get their unique perspective on what is going on during this pandemic. In our continued series of What's a Room to Do, I want to thank Ramin Bakhtiari for taking the time to put this interview together with Randy and Jim. And thank you, Randy and Jim, for coming on the show. So take it away, guys.
Randy, Jim, thank you for being on the show. Daniel and POVPOOL, thank you again for giving us the opportunity to do this. So let me start with you guys, and I'll let you guys pick who's going to answer the question. I don't want you guys to fight over it. Who's going to tell us a little bit about Big Dog Billiards? As far as the size of the room, since Daniel just brought that up, is it the biggest room in Iowa, and what's the size of it?
Yes, it is the largest room in Iowa. It's one of the three largest in the Midwest. 15,000 square foot of pool hall within a 24,000 square foot building. Cafe, bar, party room. Basically a full service entertainment venue.
Now, I've been lucky enough to have been in the room myself, and first of all, let me tell you, the food is amazing. I love the food, and the bar is amazing. Before I forget this, uh, Randy, you tell us about the bar tops and how those bar tops are made, because I remember having this conversation when I was over
there. Well, the bar that surrounds the bar area and the cafe area and the pro shop area, that's all Norway pine from northern Minnesota. It's about 2 inches thick and 2.5 inches thick, something like that. It's all pieced together by size, and it kind of looks like one piece growing around the whole place. And then there are some slate bars, slate counters that we have out near the pool tables for the pool teams to sit at, and those are 1.5-inch 100-year-old slate tops from 100-year-old slate or 100-year-old billiard tables. I mean, and we put them up there, leveled them, and took we had a 14-inch saw, tile saw, and we got up on top of those counters and sawed off the ends of the slates and the edges of them. So I don't know, they run about 30 feet or more each, couple of them.
Yeah, you have to see this, Daniel. I hope maybe Jim can send you a couple of images so you can look at them. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful.
Yeah, sounds like you guys have put a lot of thought and care into this. You've been open for quite some time, haven't you?
About 8 years.
Eight years now?
In this location.
Yeah.
Originally opened in 2004, several miles from here.
So you moved to a location that was not a pool hall prior?
Right. It had been a farm implement place. It was the first spot was 3 miles away, and we were there 7 years, a little more maybe, and it was great and everything. But this location's better, a little easier to get to, and I don't know. I think the neighborhood's a little better too.
Okay. Oh yeah. Good. Now, besides the current situation that we're in, you have the basic leagues, APA, BCA, all the goodies that go in a pool hall.
Yes, we do. Go ahead, Jim.
Well, we've got APA, BCA, VNEA. We've got some local leagues here, city leagues, regional leagues. I think about during the peak season of the year, we've got about 800 league players in here during the course of a week.
Wow, wow, very nice. Now we're talking about diamond tables, all diamonds.
All diamonds. We do have 4 valley tables. There are coin ops for the VNEA and a couple others.
Okay. How many 9-footers do you have in there now?
We have 8 9-footers.
And the rest of, and how many 7-footers do you have?
27 diamond 7-footers.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, and it's you have that private room on the side that you can do like private parties and gatherings, correct?
Yes, that's a party room that's available for rental.
Okay, wonderful. And we're talking about full bar here, right?
Absolutely, full service.
Full service, full bar. And is the kitchen part of Big Dog Billiards, or is it a separate entity, but it's just inside Big Dog Billiards?
No, we had rented it out, leased it out for a few years, but now we are sole operators.
Okay, wonderful. Now, let me get to the meat of the subject as far as the title of this conversation is. How are you guys holding out? Let us know what the emotions were day one when you were told that you have to shut down.
Well, first of all, I thought we were being shut down a month too soon because very little had entered Iowa at that time, very little of that virus. And they said it would only be a short time until the shutdown would only last until this flattening of the curve. Well, the curve hadn't even started, and it was about a month later that it seemed to peak in Iowa, and it seemed to, but I think it's went up a little bit since then. And so I think we lost a month of business needlessly. Jim was talking to me about it the other day that he's done a lot of investigating and searching and found that we haven't found one pool player in Iowa that has the virus yet, and or that has at least, you know, had it to the point where it was tested and proven.
Okay.
Many of us think we've already had it, myself included, but you know.
How many days have you guys been shut down?
Today is day 60.
All right. And what's the future hold? I mean, what's the county or the state is telling you guys, and what's the update?
Well, effective today, for some time now, for about a week or so, we've been operating curbside delivery and walk-in takeout.
Okay.
And effective today, we can have limited 50% in our dining area, dine-in seating, meals. Unfortunately, we don't have the foot traffic right now to stay open regular hours, so we're limited to a lunch hour from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and an evening from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m.
But you're not allowed to have pool players in there as far as playing pool.
Cannot have them. In fact, the governor's proclamation specifically says no amusements allowed, no bars, and no pool halls at this time, at least until the 27th of this month, at which point, at or about that date, she may extend it or she may open it up. We don't know.
Okay. And, you know, when you do plan to open up, I'm sure you guys have ideas already as far as how to create the distancing and like gloves, masks, anything, any ideas on how you guys gonna approach this situation and deal with it?
Well, first of all, our room is very large. Our tables are about 6 feet apart. Our seating is adequately separated from you know, where one group could be at a table and another group at a table at least 6 feet away from them. There's really no reason, as far as physical distancing, there's no problem physical distancing in here right now, and there never has been. So we would take precautions of maybe wiping things down a little bit more, or quite more frequently with alcohol and stuff like that, and making people feel a little more secure that may not feel so secure otherwise. And then masks and gloves, there's no real proclamation on that so far, and no set rule. We are having our staff just it was up to us, but we're having our staff wear those face masks and gloves and things like that. But
and your staff, since you brought that up, they're probably eager to get back to work, right?
Well, they are, but not so eager that they're eager to get back to work for us. They really love the place and they want to see it succeed, but they're making a lot more money now than they were when they were working for us because of all the stimulus money being poured out to them. They get their unemployment plus they get $600 extra tax free. So
is that $600 a week or something? Is that $600 per week or per month?
Per week.
Wow. I'm moving to Des Moines, Iowa, Daniel.
Yeah, no kidding. We've had in California.
Nationwide.
Yeah, that's nationwide.
Well, in California, we've had just, I mean, the unemployment office in California has just been overwhelmed. Their system is down. And,
Yeah.
I mean, there's just been millions of people that can't even receive unemployment right now.
When these laws kick in, is it per county or is it for the whole state of Iowa?
It depends on the level of jurisdiction here. That at the state level, the governor was doing it in certain cases by counties and then by regions. And at one point, up until last week, it was 77 counties were pretty much semi-open at 50% for various things, but not bars and pool halls, among other things. No amusement centers can be open, that sort of thing. And then this past week, she opened up restaurants in the other 22 counties, including this one, at 50% capacity, dined in with all of the social distancing guidelines, et cetera.
Okay. Now, I'll let Daniel ask a couple of questions too before I go off and let Daniel continue. Is any message you have for your regular customers, for other pool room owners that you want to share with us? Any advice, any ideas that you already dealt with in the last 60 days? You go, hey, I can share this.
We love you. We miss you. We want you back in here. We need you back in here, and we can't wait to get this resolved and opened up.
Awesome. Daniel, do you have any questions yourself?
Yeah, sure. Thanks. I can relate to you guys. I know, personally as a live streamer, I've had to cancel events, and a lot of those events take place at venues, and they're clients to me, kind of like what you guys would be. So, I wish you guys the best of luck. Has this been a difficult process for you guys as business partners? I mean, you probably never had to think of anything like this before. Like, what do we do in this situation? I know that I'm not saying has this been a test of your friendship or anything like that, but I'm sure you guys have been, at odds with what to do here, and like whether or not to be optimistic or whether or not to start thinking about, do we fall back? Do we shut down? I mean, have any of these questions entered your mind with each other? And have you, what have you been doing in the meantime to overcome all that?
Well, to start off with, I got the best partner on the planet right next to me.
Okay. That's good. That's a good start.
All right. And so, we do have discussions about things, and it's very amicable, and we talk through it, etc. There are issues that we just don't know how to resolve because we don't have the information.
Okay.
All right. So a lot of this has been wait and see. The part of the problem has been they've changed the guidelines like 3 times in preparation for us opening, and we have to go back and make sure we got the most recent set of guidelines to work from. You know, things change on a daily basis around here. And then, you know, other things factor into this too. But overall, we're taking it as it comes at us. Yes, you know, 60 days being closed is a big hit. That's 1/6 of our year. We got shut down at the height of our busy season. And when we are finally allowed to open the pool hall side of it, the bar side of it again, we're going to be in the summer slow session. But one of the worst parts of it is we can't do our annual event at this time or even plan for it. We've had to cancel numerous tournaments. I know that we've got a lot of really disappointed customers and pool players and fans from not just the greater Des Moines area, but from around the country that attend these events. I think that when we just run a No Masters tournament, we've got 16 or 18 different states represented in our tournaments. When we run the Midwest Billiards and Q Expo, we've got people from all over the world here and coast to coast representation. You know, that's a really big event, and I know a lot of people are missing that. Our league operators, I've talked with a couple of them, and they're not getting the guidance they feel they need yet, because again, everybody's in a wait and see approach.
Right.
They don't know, you know, what they're going to be able to do to restart. They were shut off in the middle of their league sessions. They got to figure out how they're going to close out last session. Some of them are going to do, you know, a mixed bag for next year. Some of them are going to have a separate year-end event later in the year for this year. It's all up in the air. But, you know, the flip side of this too is, and I understand this, is some of our customers are going to feel uncomfortable stepping back out into the world. And, you know, we understand that and all, but we're not looking at being able to ramp up to full service immediately because we don't know what's going to happen. You know,
it's a great way to word it. Yeah. Any other questions that Daniel you have in mind?
Yeah. I also understand Ramin had mentioned to me, Jim, that when the news of the shutdown hit you guys and you guys were kind of ordered to shut down, you had made the decision to basically just live at the pool hall. Is that right? You've been basically living there for the last 2 months?
Yeah, pretty much, just to be here, to have somebody on premises at all time.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know, we were shut down on with 2 hours notice on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh my God.
That's a big day to lose out on.
Yeah. What about what about PPP, as it were, the relief fund and the you know, the money
you guys
that's supposed to
applied for anything?
Have you applied for that? Have you taken advantage of those resources, or what's the logic behind that?
Well, I'd like to say that the logic, I don't know, but the yes, we applied for it. We've received it, but if we can't get open, we're not going to be able to use it, and so it'll have to be turned back in. Probably not all of it, but if we can't use it, we're going to lose it.
Yeah, that's understood.
Most of it, if I'm not mistaken, is to pay wages and pay bills.
What was that, Bakhtiari?
Most of it is to pay wages and pay bills, right?
75% of it is for wages, 25% is toward bills, and if we can't get open, we'll still be able to utilize that 25%, but the wages, if we can't get open, we'll have no use for wages.
Yeah, that, you know, it's just sitting there. Now, is there a time limit where you have to use it, or it just sits there until you do use it?
Well, it's from date of receipt that 8-week period where you have to apply it towards 75% towards unemployment. And unfortunately, we're running minimal staff because of the way the situation is on the cafe side.
Sure.
But we can't open the bar and we can't open the pool hall, and so we can't hire those staff back yet.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so I think that in Congress they're looking at extending that out, giving us a grace period, but until they make up their minds, and
Which would
I'm
be the
sorry,
logical
but,
thing to do, of course.
don't get me started on the Democratic.
No, let's not go there, Jim.
Well, that's not definitely not the purpose of this interview, is to get you on any kind of agenda at all. But really, what I want is, I want people to be able to hear your story, to possibly, enlarge upon your story. If not, hopefully you guys can start working with each other as rooms to share the right ideas. Everybody's situation is going to be different. Some people are small. They only have like 5 tables, a couple of employees. Maybe they'll get through it. Maybe they won't. Some people rent, some people own. I didn't actually catch that. Do you rent or own? You're owning do you own the location?
Yes.
Okay.
We own.
So you're in a little bit better of a place, whereas the renter right now is probably on a serious timeline to get back up and running. And I'm really afraid that we're going to see a lot of casualties when it comes to pool rooms in America because of this COVID crisis. And a lot of the rooms that we're used to going to are sadly, I hate to say it, but maybe shutting down because of this. And that's,
well, as part as what we do as for the GoPlayPool app, I keep track of all the pool rooms that are shutting down, changing addresses, editing information. And as of yesterday, I have closed down 11 pool rooms.
okay.
In the United States. So some
I
big
heard one
names.
closed down today.
I'm sorry.
Another one today.
Yeah, Oklahoma City, I think.
What is it? Well, not Jamaica Joe's. Well, they were closing anyway, weren't they?
Yeah, Jamaica Joe's was closing down anyways, right? Yeah. But I heard a couple of rooms that are in trouble with the local authority, and they're forced to close down because they reopened without permission. So they have issues like that out there, and of course it's never recommended to open your pool room when you're told not to open your pool room. So, but there are 11 of them shut down as of yesterday, and we keep track of it on a daily basis. Just look around Facebook posts, social media, just to get information, and then we call and verify to make sure that they are closed down.
Yeah.
So it is unfortunate, but hopefully the situation will dissolve, and so the 27th of May comes. You guys are at 50% capacity, right?
We don't know that it's going to be opened up at that point in time, but yeah, that would be the scenario, the opening scenario.
Well,
So
I wish you guys the best, and I hope it happens, of course.
Yeah. So
Well,
they've given
we shall endeavor to persevere.
Well, in the meantime, I'm going to remind people to definitely check out Big Dog Billiards on Facebook. They have a Facebook page. I'm sure they're, once they do open and once new changes occur, they'll be updating their Facebook page so that you will be the first to know about it. So I highly recommend you check out their Facebook page and go ahead and join their page if you're local to their room. And also you guys can post there and share ideas as well. I wish you guys the best of luck in Des Moines, Iowa. And, we saved by the bell there?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Randy and Jim, thank you for being on the show. I appreciate it. Daniel, again, thank you for having me. And, wish you guys the best of luck, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And
it's good to see you guys at least on video, and hope to see you guys in person again soon.
We're doing okay over here, as far as I know, Ramin, right?
Yes, we're doing fine.
Yeah, and it's good to see you guys. And most of all, I just hope that everybody's healthy and that, you guys are in a safe place with all of this going on. And let's get you guys up and running as soon as possible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much for
Best of
having me.
luck to you.
Thanks for the support.
You're welcome, guys.
Of course, always.
All the
Have
best.
a good day, guys.
Take care.
Take care.